We're in what I believe is the final phase. Here's the optimistic take. I just did a whole podcast on this, okay? Which is the final phase, in my personal opinion, is that you don't really care if you're called a racist anymore.
That's right.
That's a big deal because I used to care. It used to dominate my life. I used to choose my words differently because someone might call me the R word. Before that, I say that 10 times fast, R word. Say that 10 times. Before that, and it kind of happened Obama, right? Where all of a sudden people started to wake up, Dinesh D'Souza, all these people were trying to warn us that there was a Marxist infiltration of America. As soon as we started to recognize their multi-generational game, they started to weaponize name-calling, and it worked. Right. They got a decade of plundering because we were in a mass paralysis over decency that never actually existed. Yeah. So now we're entering the final phase, where thanks to Donald Trump and thanks to a new generation of leaders and many other people, that Tucker Carlson especially deserves a lot of credit for this. Yeah. A lot of credit. And honestly, Rush Limbaugh tried to warn us about this for 40 years. We just listened to Rush in 1995, the country would be a lot freer. Where it's like, don't care what they say and all this. But here's the point that I want to make forward is the point we are right now, you don't care. They're starting to recognize that you don't care. So they're starting to realize their spell that they have over you is fading. Right. So there's only one thing they have left: force. That's right. Show trials, prison, literally. Peter Navarro being arrested, right. Steve Bannon being put on trial. That's all they have left. So we must endure this final phase, expose them using pure force, and you better believe we must be willing to use it twice as hard back at them. And that's a hard thing for conservatives to tolerate, which is like, actually, no, you're not going to do drag queen story hour or bars for kids. We're going to arrest you. We're going to put you in prison publicly and perp walk you if you do drag queen stuff for children. Like, we should be unafraid to say that. Like, we're not going to put up with it. And so, but here we are right around the corner from victory, everybody. Because you're here on a Friday where you could be doing anything else and you want to learn about Marxism, postmodernism. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, that's not normal. They're not doing that. They're growing weak. They're growing apathetic. You are growing strong, and you're growing wiser. You are part of a winning movement, but I just want to you know what time it is. The time right now is they're going to use force against us big time. It's going to get messy in the next 6 to 18 months. We break through that, we're going to have these people on defense, and I believe we'll finally be able to push a button to politically put them into an extinction level event, the likes of which we never would have dreamed of a couple years ago.